Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to another day of reading. We have the same essential question: how can weather affect us? And my question is, how did the weather affect you this weekend? How did it affect you yesterday? Think about that as we're going on, all the different weathers there are out there that can affect us: rain, drizzle, heavy rain, thunderstorms, blizzards, hurricanes, nice weather, windy weather, real cold weather, real hot weather. Maybe it affects you because it's too hot to play a soccer game in the summer, or a baseball game in the summer, or a thunderstorm comes in and it stops your game. So weather can affect us in all different ways. How did the weather affect you this weekend? We have the vocabulary that we talked about yesterday: argue, to express a difference of opinion with someone; astonished, which means amazed or surprised; complained, not happy with; conditions, the state that something is in. What is its appearance? What is its working order? Forbidding, not allowing to do something. Forecast, a statement of what may happen. We usually think of a weather forecast. Relief, that feeling from discomfort or feeling freeing of discomfort or freeing of pain. Stranded, left behind. So an idiom, that's the skill that we're going to look at today. An idiom is a group of words that means something different than the meaning of each word. The important word is the group. That phrase is different than each word. So we have the phrase under the weather. It's an idiom. It doesn't mean that someone is outside in bad weather. It actually means that someone is feeling sick. If we take the phrase under the weather, each word, what it means somebody is outside in bad weather. But the actual meaning, the different meaning, the idiom means that someone is feeling sick. Mom might say to grandma, Sally is under the weather. She's not feeling well today. She has a cold. Another one that people say a lot, and we have Tim and Moby here, is to let the cat out of the bag. You don't really have a cat inside a bag that you're letting out, like Moby is, but it means to reveal a secret. You let the cat out of the bag about the surprise party. It means you told them about the surprise party. So we're going to look at Tim and Moby and get some ideas and extra help with idioms.
Hey, Moby. What's in the bag? Yikes. Dear Tim and Moby, what are idioms? Sincerely, Eric. An idiom is an expression whose meaning is completely different from what its words seem to say. Instead, it has a figurative meaning, an additional layer of understanding known only to those who are already familiar with the idiom. For example, to let the cat out of the bag is an idiom that really means to reveal a piece of information, often a secret. If you didn't know that figurative meaning, the words by themselves wouldn't make much sense at all. After all, who actually keeps cats in bags? And what do either have to do with secrets? All idioms share three common features. First, the intended meaning is totally unrelated to the literal meaning of the phrase. And you can't just substitute a word in the expression with a similar word. Like, you couldn't say, let the dog out of the bag, and have it mean the same thing. Finally, you can't modify an idiom's words with adjectives and other words. You might get some funny looks if you say, let the yellow cat out of the large bag, to mean, tell a secret. Well, a lot of idioms have really cool origins. Take shake a leg, which is another way to say hurry up. Some people think it's related to the expression show a leg, used by officers in the 18th century British Royal Navy to order sailors out of bed. Each sailor had to stick his leg out of his bunk to prove that he was awake. Yeah, just about every idiom is specific to a certain culture or language. You probably know what shake a leg means if you speak English, and definitely if you're an 18th century British sailor. But outsiders can get pretty confused. Most idioms lose their meaning when translated into other languages. Still, idioms are a useful tool because they help make writing more colorful. Well, you tell me, which is more interesting to read? Worthington had a big problem, or Worthington had a monkey on his back? Yeah, I guess monkeys do make everything more interesting. Anyway, there are literally thousands of idioms out there. William Shakespeare himself coined more than 2,000 English idioms that we still use today.
And thank you, Tim and Moby, for helping us understand and get some ideas better of what idioms are. So, in your reading work today, you're going to go on and reread the story, The Big Blizzard, and you have to identify 3 different idioms within the story. This page doesn't have anything. Here we have what does the idiom bundle up mean, and I have the color code here. Give Miss Sanchez a hand. Here you have it. And then the last one, piece of cake. So as you're reading, you can see it. You can use those context clues around it to help you out and see if you get any ideas and what the idioms might mean. The last slide, you have 6 different questions about what idioms mean. So read them carefully. Use the context clues to help you. And if you have to, leave a note for us if you need any help. Idioms are challenging, like Miss Aldina would say, but they're not hard. They're not difficult. They're challenging. They make your brain think. Good luck, everyone.